I guess first off, just want to ask you how you're feeling. I know you're in COVID protocol. Was it as bad the second time around, or was it kind of mild?
Yeah, truthfully, I think my worst day was the game day. Just a little achy, and then just the stuff he knows. Nothing too crazy. Feel good now.
And I just want to ask you your thought on, obviously there's a lot of talk about Evander Kane maybe coming here. Just can you give me a thought on what you think of the situation if Ken Holland brought him in?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's lots of talk going around. I've talked to Kenny. I think that's why everyone likes Kenny so much, is he is such an open book, and he keeps that open line of communication with his guys, and for sure know the situation, and yeah.
So you don't think it would, if he comes in, it would be disruptive in your room, or have you guys had that discussion about how he kind of would fit in? And well, do you know him at all, actually?
Truthfully, I don't think that's a bridge we need to really cross until something is more official. Right now it's all speculation, and obviously Evander's an amazing player, and he's had lots of success over the last couple of years, and whatever else has been going on is not really something that I look into much.
Hey, Connor. I know sometimes when you have an optional skate, it won't be a full team, but those are often quicker. So you had a pretty long practice today, but just with 15 skaters and 2 goalies, just what do you feel you kind of got out of it, and talk about what it was like just with having fewer guys, because some guys are in COVID?
I liked it. I actually liked it. I thought the practice was good. We got up and down the ice, battled against each other, which I thought was good, and something that's necessary when, we're only going to play one game in 15 days. So these practices are big for us. We got to go hard at each other, play each other, as close to game-like as you can, and get ourselves prepared and ready to go.
So how are your body and your mind with all this space between games? I mean, you're almost on like a football team type schedule here with a game a week.
Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating, but lots of teams have gone through it. It's not easy to keep yourself in game shape. Obviously only playing a couple of games here in the last month, so we're doing the best that we can, and again, these practices are big for us here. We have I think 2 more to go before Ottawa, and then 3 more after that before our next one. So we got to keep ourselves up and ready to go, and like I said, practice hard with each other.
Hey, Connor. And just in regards to, one game in 15 days and all that stuff, do you see the inequities between what's happening in Canada versus what's happening in the United States? Is that something that you want to see some pushback on, or is it a little bit frustrating?
Just in terms of the different rules and stuff?
Well, you guys aren't playing any games because you can't have fans in the building, whereas it's pretty much business as usual in down south.
Yeah, I mean, it is frustrating. I think, it's, obviously there's higher powers, and that's something that we got to just kind of deal with, and everybody's kind of got to deal with it. I know Ontario's back in lockdown, and Quebec's going through their thing, and so it's pretty crazy times right now in Canada, and it's frustrating, but we follow the rules, and we'll play the games when they tell us to play, and we'll go from there.
So mentally, where's everybody at right now when, the guys are in and out of the revolving door, and you don't play a lot of games? What do you do to kind of stay focused and stay sharp and not get kind of lost in the flow of what's happening?
You know what, honestly, it's you're obviously not looking to get COVID, but it's almost like a mental break when you come out of the protocol, because you don't have to test anymore, and it's exhausting. Kind of sitting and waiting to hear your test, and your test results from the night before, and you're trying to get ready for the game, but you don't know if you're going to play and all that. So it's been crazy times, and I think our doctors and our medical team have done such a good job of handling it, and I know it's stressful for them more than anybody. So they've done an amazing job, and we're just trying to get through this and try to get back to a little normalcy hopefully in the next little while.
Hey, Connor, just one question for me. You kind of touched on this, but with these long breaks between practices and games, are you doing anything differently off the ice in terms of, maybe skating more on your own or getting in the weight room or anything like that to try to stay in game shape?
Yeah, you're definitely in the gym a little bit more. I'm not sure you're skating on your own, but definitely in the gym a little more, or maybe a little heavier lifts here and there, and keep your body ready to go.
Thanks.
One more on Kane. Should your leadership group has all been here for a while? It's by all accounts a very stable group of, this team doesn't have a lot of drama around it. Should we be concerned? When there's a lot of concern about bringing a guy like Evander Kane into the fold, should anyone be concerned about that, or should it not be a problem?
I mean, kind of touched on it earlier. Again, it's a situation that I don't think we need to really talk too much about until something's a little bit more official. Again, I touched on it. I think Evander's a great player and can help us a lot on the ice, and that's first and foremost.
I'm sorry, Connor, to belabor this, and respectfully, I get where you're coming from. He's not here. We know he's not here, Evander Kane, that is. But given that we are in a global pandemic and there could be some optics issues, perhaps, with bringing him in, do you feel that in regards to what happened in terms of his suspension, would there be optics issues here with bringing a player like that in?
I'm not really here to discuss optic issues. If fans don't like it or the media doesn't like it or whatever, I think it is what it is. I'm sure there's lots of things that go on the ice and whatnot that fans don't like, and we don't necessarily have to discuss those up here with you guys. So the public opinion is something that obviously matters a lot. But we're here to try to win games and try to put together a good team on the ice. And if Kenny thinks that's what he can do, then that's what he can do. I think Kenny's got our full support in what he does.